Interviewer expects you to know these 5 caching strategies, so let's understand them quickly. Suppose you are the client and you are hitting the database for some data. A lot of users want to also access the database and they want similar data. So handling the database for similar data is not good. So we keep a cache in between. Now how to read from this cache and how to write to these cache are the caching strategies. The first one is cache aside. This is enough to ship series where I talk about backend stuff every day. Over here, when the client asks data from the server goes and checks the cache. If the cache has the data, then fair enough. If it doesn't, it goes to the database, it fetches the data, stores it in the cache, and then returns the data. Pros is it is simple, but the cons are if the cache is empty and a lot of users want to access the same data, so they will be hitting the database directly in big volume, which can cause stampede risk. Second is read through. Over here, when client asks data from the server asks data from cache, and if the cache is missed, it fetches data from the database, then it stores it to itself and then returns the response. So server doesn't touch database in any case. Pros is cleaner code, but the cons are you need smarter cache. Third is write through. Over here, if the client wants to update data, it writes to both cache and database at the same time, so the data becomes consistent. But the cons of this is if one of the writes fail, then the data becomes inconsistent, which is dangerous, and the writes are also slow. There are 2 more, and I have given its explanation in the pinned comment. So check it out. Until then, thank you. Bye bye. Ciao.